thumbnails, I'll tell you. What's up? What's up? What's up? How's it going? I got the Kovalev jab. I got the drip, drip, drip. Them man, I just jab. Corrupt FM. How's it going? Are you guys okay? Talk to me, please. Please. Talk to me. Talk to me. You're making me sound like James Vick's team after a fight of his. Just talk to me, James Vick. Any sign that you're alive, please. Anyway, sorry. Yoza, hi, Guru. Guru, hi. What's up? We're in for a PG 12 stream today because I want to upload this one. I just want to give you guys a heads up. In the long run, try not to commit treason. That's all we're asking for. That's all we're really asking for here. But for real, though, fuck the Queen. She does jack shit anyway. What's up, Guru? Can Weidman make a title run? Someone said something about the Queen. I don't know. Here we go. I'm ripping on the Queen. She used to get a fucking real job. Honestly, it was the best comeback I've ever seen anyone talk about the Queen with. Get a fucking real job, mate. It was so flippant. It was just a random member of the public that said it as well. I've been watching these random little segment videos on YouTube recently, which is like 30 seconds long, and the stuff that you come across. I came across something on Wendy in America. I think it's a show in America. Wendy. Yeah, it is America. It must be. I'll say it, but it was just retarded looking. But still, it was a retarded concept of a show. They were talking about whatever. We're not even going to get into it. We're not fuck Wendy, you know, and fuck Wendy's anyway. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. Let's talk about MMA. But Wendy's a fucking child. Not. I don't even know what I'm going to say here. But she was just weird. I saw this. I need to get it off of my brain right now because it's really left me with a harrowing experience at night thinking about this kind of shit. I literally saw a video where a woman was like saying that she's going to stop taking her contraception so a guy gets her pregnant without him knowing, and the audience like applauded. Like it was the most retarded shit I've ever seen. But now that's off of my brain, and the Queen is a scumbag. Do you think JDS still has a good chin or nah? I'm going to go with JDS having a good chin, I would say, because even though he got cracked by Curtis Blades, listen, there are ways to go out cold in that heavyweight division. There are ways to go out cold. JDS went out cold in a very good way, I must say, which is normally it's a good thing, you know. I want to see your beautiful hairline. Right there. It's not beautiful, but, you know, I'll take your word for it. Kutalaba fight was cancelled. Fuck, get on the fucking... Where have you been? Of course it's been cancelled. It's been cancelled for 2 fucking days, mate. Get a grip of yourself, man. I know it's unfortunate, but we're going to get it rebooked later down the line, which I'm okay with, even if this card is absolutely dog shit. Even if this card is absolutely dog shit. It was kind of... Listen, the prelims were never going to be good. But, like, when Jesus Pineda, a 2-time steroid abuser that's failed drug tests twice outside of the UFC, comes back to make his debut on one of the greatest title fights of all time's card at UFC 252, and he's on the main card, maybe there's a bit of a fall from grace, you know? I don't know. John Dodson sounds like a nerd. No, John Dodson's a strange man. I don't know how to describe John Dodson. There are many ways I would like to describe John Dodson, but he's just a strange man. He's not a nerd. I don't think that's fair to the nerds. Nerds are still somewhat cool, a little bit, you know? John Dodson's just a little bit strange. A little bit, something's going on, you know? I've seen him take pictures with his girlfriend. Oh, I bet John Dodson. That's between me and you. But I'm just, you know, there's something off. There's something Adesanya-ish about it, you know? Hello, I got shafted by Tories. I don't give a fuck. Hey, Guru, what's up, man? It's my 18th birthday tomorrow. Can he wait? Thank you very much. Not thank you, sorry. Congratulations. I've done nothing. I mean, you've done nothing to... I don't know why I'm thanking you. You've done nothing for me by turning 18 tomorrow, but well done. Happy birthday tomorrow would be a better response to that sentence. Thank you very much. I'm Italian, Irish, and definitely somehow blacker than Dodson. I mean, Mike Perry's blacker than Dodson, so, you know, we all knew that from the beginning. And Rim your dad, that's very strange for me to just suddenly pick up as a sentence. Guru, mate, have you heard the rumors that Holloway versus Qatar could happen in September 12th? Someone from ESPN reported it, saying that it's in the works and contracts are close to being signed. Well, then, I'll tell you this. Zabit and Yaya better be quick, because if Holloway beats Qatar on September 12th and that fight actually does get signed, they're gonna just jump the queue straight away. There's no way they won't try and make that Holloway fight. If Qatar wins, they're probably going to do him dirty if Zabit does beat Yaya Rodriguez. But listen, Qatar is the ultimate yes man, but in the best way possible. Normally a yes man is like a negative term to brand someone with. If you're a yes man, then you're a bad thing. That's a terrible thing. But Qatar is like the best yes man ever, because he literally just says yes, and it works his entire career. And it just shows up kind of other fighters sometimes, because Qatar is not a big name at all. I mean, how many Instagram followers does Calvin Qatar have? Calvin Qatar Instagram. It's why I like Calvin Qatar, man. One of my favorite fighters at the moment. Calvin Qatar, 91, not even 100K, you know? But he just keeps saying yes, so it doesn't matter. He's just going to keep getting big fights. And it just kind of shows that the offers are being made for people to take fights, but they're just not fighting. So Korean Zombie, Brian Ortega, obviously Korean Zombie's in a bit of a different situation, but Brian Ortega, Zabit, Yaya, it's taken this long. Qatar's literally fought, if he fights Holloway at September 12th, he'll have fought 3 times before Yaya Rodriguez, Zabit Magomedsharipov. Like, it's just strange, you know? That's a great fight. I mean, bloopers, I agree. Carnage. Okay. I hope Qatar wins. He's one of my favorites too. I don't think Qatar would beat Holloway, because I like the Ige performance. Don't get me wrong. I really do like the Ige performance, but I was looking for something a little bit more dominant, just a little bit more, you know, less of what it was, kind of. I wanted to see Qatar go out there and really establish himself. And although Qatar did go out there and clearly win the fight, let's not go 5 rounds close with Ige and then have me convinced that you're going to be beating Max Holloway, because Max Holloway, love it or not, looked really good against Alexander Volkanovski in the rematch, and Volkanovski's a beast. What do you think was the bigger robbery? Reyes versus Jones, Ozdemir versus Wreckage, or Yadong versus Vera? Ozdemir Wreckage wasn't that bad. Although I reacted heavily to Ozdemir versus Wreckage, it wasn't that bad. Yadong versus Vera wasn't that bad. I thought it was clear, though. Like, I can see arguments for Ozdemir. I just thought I thought that Wreckage won that fight. Reyes, you're saying, sorry. Ozdemir Reyes wasn't. Wreckage. No, it was Wreckage. Sorry, I thought you said Reyes. Reyes versus Jones, of course. That's where Reyes' name is in my brain. Yadong versus Vera was pretty close. I'd say I'd rank them. Ozdemir Wreckage was the most understandable decision. Yadong versus Vera second, and then Reyes versus Jones is just absolutely indefensible. Dominic Reyes is the greatest light heavyweight in the world right now. 100%. What do you think was the biggest? I've already answered that one. Why does my mind go to that one again? Out of all the fucking things in my chat, I go to the same exact one I've just read. This card feels so forced. What's up, Harry Ricker? Been around for a long time. How's it going, dude? This card feels so forced. I like it. It does what it does. It does the job. It's going to sell about 500K pay-per-view buys, but it'll do the job. It's not going to be no 251, as we can tell by the embedded numbers. But, you know, it does its job. It does its job. Kevin Lee somehow find his way to, you know, like everyone was asking the question this week, where does Kevin Lee fit into UFC 252? And he found a way, just like he found his way underneath Oliveira's armpit. He finds his way into UFC 252. And that's exactly where he fits into things. Recovering from a second torn ACL. Unfortunate for Kevin Lee. I really wish he was back in December, because if his ACL healed up okay, we'd be hearing a fight announcement before the end of the month, I'd imagine, or some kind of idea on when he was going to return, because I was thinking he might return in December, November. Unfortunate for Kevin Lee. Maybe it'll be good for him. Who knows? Yoda Guru Weasel said Adesanya beats everyone in the top 10 at light heavyweight. What do you think about that? I think it's extremely retarded. I don't even think I'd say that Adesanya beats Jiri Prochaska. I don't think I'd say that he beats Jiri Prochaska, although he'd have a great chance of beating Jiri because it's an ideal matchup. I mean, there's just guys at light heavyweight that would not allow certain things to happen. You know, like I think Dominic Reyes would 100% beat Israel. I think John Jones would beat Adesanya as well. The Weasel does some things sometimes, but that's okay, guys. That is absolutely okay. The Weasel's okay. We need more Volante in the embeddeds. We do need more Volante in the embeddeds because Actually, no, we don't. We don't, because we first need Weidman in the embedded. Because once Weidman is in an embedded episode, 100% Volante comes as like a bundle deal. Like, there's going to be something about Volante playing games with him. There's going to be something about Volante running away from something and acting like a coward, even though he's a professional fighter. Ha ha, look, he's actually a soft guy. Ha ha ha, you know, that kind of stuff. That's where Volante fits into things. Weidman is probably the best of all time. There are other ways and combinations of words that I would use to describe Weidman other than the greatest of all time, but that's okay. That's okay. You're open to your opinion. As retarded as that opinion is, you're open to it. You know, you're allowed to have that opinion. You know? That's okay. Qatar versus Max is fucking tremendous. It is. I'd love it. I'd love it to happen. I really would. It would move the division forward, and it kind of just gets us back on track. I wonder if they're going to just toss someone to Volkanovski in the meantime. I would very much enjoy it if that were to be the case, if they were to just offer a Volkanovski a matchup in November or December, something like that. Maybe just give him Korean Zombie and sort out those fucking rankings. Korean Zombie versus Volkanovski would be fine with me. Absolutely fine with me. Qatar versus Holloway, the winner of that one gets the next title shot. If Qatar wins and Zabit wins, give it to Zabit. If Holloway wins and Zabit wins, I don't fucking know what to do. Maybe do the pair of them together and just stretch out the time that you take to give Holloway a trilogy. Because to be fair, he's lost twice. He's lucky that it was close enough to get a trilogy, despite having the other guy's hand raised twice. The least he could do is kind of work for it a little bit, you know? So maybe we see that happen. Who knows, though? I think the one person who gets fucked out of all of this is Yaya Rodriguez, because for some bizarre reason, he doesn't get the same credit, even though he's beating good guys. Although he lost to Frankie Edgar, like, he did beat the Korean Zombie technically, you know, regardless of how he did it and how he looked in some of those rounds on 1 week's notice. He did beat him, you know, and he did beat Jeremy Stevens. So, you know, it's all good though. I think Yaya is going to need to win at least 2 more. Aldo's most underrated of all time. Not the most underrated of all time. People know how good Aldo is. People know how good Aldo was as well. He's very good. He's not underrated at all. Usman wrestling worse than you thought, or was Masvidal just better than you thought? Usman was worse, I'd say. I liked that Masvidal was defending the submissions, but I watched that fight again. I watched that fight a couple times since the actual fight happened. I could very visibly tell that Masvidal was not, although it was a good excuse for him to take, he was visibly gassed out. And in my opinion, Usman should have taken advantage of that to really make his name by being the guy who destroyed Masvidal. But he just never... Masvidal looked good in the wrestling, don't get me wrong. Really, really good. But he just... If I see Masvidal like that in front of other people, they're going to take advantage and really put a fucking bad hurting on him. Like, how tired he was a weird thing to me. Maybe he was trying to lure Usman in and then explode. Who knows? But he just looked like he should have been... maybe he's that good at wrestling that it surprised me, but he looked like he should have been easily manipulated by Usman. And he wasn't. So maybe it's a bit of both. Maybe that's the fairest thing to say to avoid getting dislikes and salvaging those likes on this video, you know. O'Malley versus Guru, who wins? I'll go with O'Malley for sure. I watched all sorts of... yeah, but, you know, I don't want to get ahead of myself here. Let me really think about the matchup. Am I on PCP and am I invading Anthony Smith's house at night? Because, yeah, that changes the tide a bit. That really does change the tide a little bit. Thank you for the $2, Chris Jackson. Has Sean O'Malley left his garage door open? That's the kind of level that we're at here. And am I screaming at him to get out? You know, that's the situation we're in, because I reckon I could take him under those circumstances. Chris Jackson, $2. Does Stipe start fast or slow fighting DC? Slow. He starts slow. He wants DC to wear himself out, in my opinion. He's going to go with it. He's going to start slow. Don't overreact to the punches, and then just try and defend the takedowns in the first round. And then once he defends him in the first round, or doesn't take as much damage in the first round, the second's going to get easier. The third's going to get easier, because the fact is DC's used to setting a pace that he can keep up with at light heavyweight, but he can't keep up with the same light heavyweight pace that he used to set at heavyweight. It's too fast for him, you know? He's too big at heavyweight, and I don't I don't think he wins. You know, I actually feel like Stipe is going to throw some more leg kicks, some inside leg kicks, because see what DC was doing in the first fight. He was just reaching with the hands, posturing on his lead leg, and just popping 1-2s down the pipe, popping jabs down the pipe. I think Stipe is going to start throwing some leg kicks, honestly. Even though that might be detrimental because he's facing a wrestler, I think he will go for that. 100%. Who do you think wins Moreno versus Perez at UFC 255? That's a difficult matchup. Moreno versus Perez is a very difficult one to predict. I want to go with Perez. But then some guys can just take the leg kicks. And the leg kicks that Perez was hitting. Let me see Perez. Let me remind myself on what Perez has done. I'm just going to type in Perez and hopefully it doesn't come up. Sergio Perez comes up instead. Mexican racing driver. How many Instagram followers does this guy have? Almost 1 million? Who the fuck watches that? Whatever. We're not going to get into it. We're not going to trash everyone. Alex Perez. Here we go. Sure. Like, I like Perez. And I was wondering why I can't think of any other big names that he's beaten. I was wondering why. I was thinking surely he's beaten Pantoja at some point. Or surely he has some history with Askarov. Or some history with Qatar, France. Surely I'm wrong. But no, he's just beaten Eric Shelton, Jose Torres, lost to Benavidez, which now looks fucking terrible. Mark De La Rosa, Jordan Espinoza. Like, these are decent wins, don't get me wrong. But, you know, I reckon Moreno might take it, actually, now looking at this. Like, because although he did finish Jose Formiga by leg kicks, different situation. You went against Mark De La Rosa, took him to a decision. I know he's a young guy as well, and he's still evolving, but I would go with Moreno, I'd say. Moreno's way better, I'd imagine. But Perez is dangerous because of that leg kick, and only because of that leg kick. He can really cause some trouble. But when you think about Moreno, now I'm really thinking about it. Moves around a lot, changes stances, you know, very light on his feet, known for that. Throws a lot of volume as well. I reckon he takes it to Perez and beats him by a close decision. You interested in the press conference tonight, Guru? I'm not. I want trash talk. How about you, Guru? Yeah, I want trash talk. But, you know, you can't get it at every single event. There actually is a press conference tonight. I didn't even know. Stipe was practicing leg kicks embedded. Was he actually? No, he wasn't. I didn't remember him. No, he wasn't. When was he practicing leg kicks? I just watched the last embedded. He got a massage. Stipe is actually a funny person, you know. I chuckled to myself when he faked getting injured, getting up from the massage thing. I genuinely chuckled and rewinded it a couple times because it's just such Stipe humor, you know? He has, like, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's dad humor. Stipe humor, you know? Like, every single embedded episode, he fakes getting injured or hurt by something and then goes, oh, no, I'm joking. Like, one embedded long ago, he pretended to drill his own hand or something. Then he pretended to pick up a tray and it was boiling hot, but it wasn't. And it's just something that Stipe always fucking does. And I'm waiting for the embedded episode where he hangs up early on his wife. Because although it's not funny to me anymore because it's definitely been overdone, I want to see it happen so that Stipe is on. I need to know that Stipe is still himself. You know, I watched all of Costa's and Izzy's UFC fights. There's some stuff Costa won't let him get away with, and the Gastelum fight tells me a lot. I think I'm going to pick Costa. You've been converted to the side of light. That's not a reference to their ethnicity, by the way. That's just light as in you've seen the light is what I meant. I'm not making a pigmentation reference here. The side of seeing the light is seeing that Costa will beat Adesanya, in my opinion. I think he gets it done. Who do you think is the worst male UFC champion? The worst, Matt Serra. Matt Serra immediately springs to mind, but let's not forget the People's Champ, CM Punk, was the worst People's Champion of all time. He will make that skinny boy cry like a baby. Yeah. Too late banned. Nah, it was just a simple mistake. They won't ban me for a mistake. It wasn't even a mistake, but fuck it. Wineland versus O'Malley was an early stoppage. I would say that Wineland versus O'Malley was definitely early. I could have seen an extra 10 elbows, but you know, not everyone's a Yamasaki. Where's Yamasaki when you need him nowadays? Honestly, all of these people complaining about stoppages. I've noticed now recently. You are definitely a racist. Shut the fuck up. I've noticed now recently, that people getting knocked down is almost enough to stop fights in some people's eyes. Like, Stoppages happen, and people complain about them being late stoppages when someone literally gets knocked down and then a couple follow-up shots are landed. Like, it's now a big problem. Like, the sport has changed, and I think the one reason why MMA fans and UFC fans recently have become such pussies is because of no crowd. They're actually hearing the reality of what's happening in the cage, and they're starting to feel more sorry for people. But if there were a bunch of crowd members, there wouldn't be too much problems with any of the stoppages, in my opinion. Because you wouldn't hear all the impact and shit, you know? Guru Uriah Hall versus Marvin Vettori, who wins? I'm going to go with Marvin Vettori. Puts on good pressure, good chin, good grappling as well to mix in against the cage. I'll go with Marvin Vettori right there. I'll go with Marvin Vettori. 250 was actually a good pay-per-view except for the main event. 250 was a good pay-per-view, honestly. The main event was garbage, but that was to be expected from the beginning. But 250 overperformed its intentions were just to be two big fights, but it seemed like every fight on the card was good because Aljo got a quick finish. I'm just going to go back to the card now. Aljo got a quick finish. O'Malley got the KO. Garbrandt got the KO. Who else? Let me see. Here we go. Never mind. I was about to say Neil Magny, but that Neil Magny-Rocco Martin fight was a real stinker. Prelims, Caceres Hooper was a fun scrap. Heinrich got a big KO. Stamen Kelleher was a fun scrap with some storyline behind it because of what Cody Stamen was going through. Charles Bird, Maki Pitolo turning around to fight the guy from the Contender Series as well. Now, I like Maki Pitolo. I don't know why. I just like active fighters. It just shows me that they're a different level of savage than the rest of them. I like Maki Pitolo, and I respect him for that. We're not even going to talk about the 250 card anymore. We'll see what happens. Guru, you LARP too much. I've been LARPing since day one. You don't fucking question my LARP skills, dude. Lightning bolt! Guru, what do you think about Jim Miller's submission in round one? I think it's very likely. I think he'll crack him first, and then Vince Piquet will go for a sloppy takedown and get guillotined. In all honesty. Guru, can you make an impression of Marlon Moraes talking to Stipe? This is just... my Marlon Moraes and Stipe impressions are so fucking overdone. But we'll fucking do it anyway. Hey, man, what's wrong with your eyes, man? Marlon Moraes, what's wrong with your eyes? You have a high voice. That's all I've got. That's all I've got for the Stipe versus Marlon Moraes impression. There's no point. Cardiac arrest. Funniest champion personality-wise. I'll go with... funniest champion personality-wise. I actually don't know. Probably. Honestly, Adesanya doesn't make me chuckle anymore. He doesn't. He's never made me chuckle. So I don't know. Adesanya makes me sort of cringe a bit, but it's like it's a entertaining cringe. Adesanya's good at that. You don't just hate him for it. Like it's endearing. The way he promotes himself, you know, like it's not like you hate him the way he does it, but probably Stipe. Yeah, I was actually going to end up at Stipe because John Jones, and then even the People's Champ at light heavyweight, I'm Dominic Reyes. That's his best joke, is saying that his name is Dominic Reyes. Yeah, I don't know about that. Oh, Dominic Reyes. Who have you ever knocked out? That was a really good comeback because John Jones is trying to get a Dominic Reyes for not getting KOs. John Jones. Oh, fucking John Jones. Fingers more potent than his fists. Parlays for Saturday, bro. I'll read you my parlay if you want to fucking hear it. Come on, dude. Let's get with it. I've got money on Sean O'Malley by first round KO. We're risking it. I've got £1 on that. Actually, I don't have £1 on that. I have a freeway parlay. I keep burping. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the Pepsi. Scientist Guru finds the reasons. They should put me in charge of global warming. Herbert Burns by submission. I have 3 bets of 32p on that one by submission, and then round 1, and then round 1 submission all the way. And then Sean O'Malley round 1, KO, TKO, and Sean O'Malley overall is another one I have on. And then I have other ones, which are TJ Brown, Jim Miller, and Parker Porter. £1 to earn me back a potential of £4.73, which is craziness. I know, we're gambling with higher rollers over here at the MMA Guru channel. Felice Herrig. Felice Herrig, I have a prediction on her for some fucking reason. I pick her to win, but still, I don't know why I've singled this one out to have a big 79p bet on Felice Herrig to win, to return £2.77 potentially. And then JDS with £1 to return £2.20. And my eye on Kutalaba bet is now gone, and I don't get my money back. And I don't know why it keeps happening, but I have not got my money back from that. So that is unfortunate, to say the least. And I will be suing. Thank you very much. Pussy Bets Guru, Jack Comanton talking to Tyson Fury impression. Oh, I just can't be fucked to do that many voices. Sorry. I could do a Jack Comanton talking to Tyson Fury. But I can't do it, though, because my entire Jack Comanton impression is welcome to Philadelphia or welcome to a different area. And Fury technically isn't from an area because he's a gypsy, you know? He's a traveler. So it's like that you couldn't have picked two worse combinations of people for me to do impressions between. Do Masvidal discussing something with Stipe and McGregor? No, we're not going to go that far. Shut the fuck up. Mark Goddard. Oh, no. Do Copper Cam. Costa's kicks will 100% play a big role, especially his head kick. He can catch Izzy with that. If it lands like he did on Romero, he fucked. Know what a fucking mate. Yes, his kicks will land. Especially his switch kick off his lead leg as he comes forward. That's a clean switch kick. I think that's going to tuck right into that long torsoed Adesanya real quick. Gunnar Nelson impression. Preferably no wraps. Why do people keep asking me to say the Gunnar Nelson one? I don't even think my Gunnar Nelson one's that good. Connor, he fights in a way and no wraps, preferably Harley Davidson. You know, I saw the choke and went for it, and preferably no wraps. Joining Jail Jones. Okay. I like Paulo Costa's fighting ability, but he's going to be the most annoying person to listen speak. Whatever, man. I like the way Paulo Costa speaks. Legend. He retired. I sweep. Go. Legend. Many legend. I like the way that he's trying to speak English, but it feels like there's just a level of English that Brazilians can't get to. And Luque is the exception to that rule. But there seems to be, among the Brazilian community, a unanimous decision amongst everyone to say, we're going to get to this level of language and we're going to stop there. Don't you dare pronounce your fucking R's or W's. And it just, you know, or pronounce your R's as W's, or don't even fucking start learning English. You know, like they get to a certain point and then they just say, right, we've learned enough. We can say, I'm ready. And we can say, and then they're done after that one, you know. But Vicente Luque is the one trailblazer that's gone to the very top of language skills, you know. Even Mackenzie Dern, she isn't even Brazilian, but by proxy of being in the Brazilian community, she's learned to be bad at English. Like, it's just, I think it's via osmosis over there. Paulo Costa's only English is "Ao nahi mao." Guru do Corey Anderson. There's levels to this, and my level is concrete. As I get KO'd walking down the road. I can't. That's not even how he sounds, but the levels to this, he said it like that. Guru, do you think Tanner Bosa can get to the top 10? Heavyweight, he's underrated prospect in my opinion. Yes, I think he can. Because actually looking back at his Cyril Gane fight, he did okay. Even though Cyril Gane completely toyed with him. Cyril Gane looks really good now, by the way, since Tanner Bosa has been going on this streak. Because you watch that fight again, Tanner Bosa wasn't morbidly obese in that fight still. So he looked decently good against Cyril Gane compared to everyone else, you know. So you got to give it to him. I think he will be in the rankings. I don't think top 10, that he'll be a mainstay in the rankings. We don't know yet, you know. I'm not willing to say that far yet, but he's going to get the rankings. I think he beats Arlovsky. I think he beats Maurice Green and gets ranked in the top 10 to 15 range. Who has the best single leg in the fucking game? The best single leg in the fucking game. More you have to go with DC, you know. More you have to go with DC here. I might have to go with DC. That wasn't a McGregor impression. I was just being Irish for a second. I might have to go with DC because he just seems to yank it. He just seems to yank it. Like, just give me that fucking leg and you're going down. Like, single legs, I've seen guys push someone up against a cage, get the single leg, drag them down. But DC seems to just go, give me that fucking single leg. And just fucking hoist them up. You know? High crotch single. I like it. I like DC. He used it on Ozdemir. Used it on... He even fucking basically picked up Gustafsson off of a fucking single leg, it seemed like. Did it to even Stipe as well. Like, he's got a good single leg. I like DC. Free champ. Guru, UFC 4 is so realistic. USADA kicked my door down at 2 a.m. And he did it to Derek Lewis as well. But yes, USADA kicked your door down at 2 a.m. I hate to break it to you, but if you are not signed to the UFC and men in suits came into your room and told you to piss in a cup for them and let them watch, you know what? It's perfectly normal. If they do it again, it's just USADA coming, you know? Nothing to worry about there. You just let it happen. Do Hermanson celebration. No, I don't want to pop a blood vessel. And I haven't just escaped from prison. So if you haven't directly escaped from prison, you can't do a Jack Hermanson victory celebration impression. Sorry, I was going to say expression there. Fuck this channel, bye. Well, fuck you then, Savage Mr. Fox. How about that? That's the only acknowledgement you get so far this stream. Fuck you. JDS going to KO Rosenstruik, but thank you for being here as well. Do my last comment. Oh my god, here comes the fucking last comment brigade. Guru, I read that Costa has the same reach as Gustavo Ballart, who is 4'11". That is because Paulo Costa is a human T-Rex. Thank you very much. 500 more subs. Thank you. Guru, Teixeira versus Santos, who wins? I'm going to go with... I want to say Glover fucking Teixeira. I really fucking want to do it, man. I really want to do it. I really want to say Glover Teixeira, but I just can't without chuckling. Because every single time I bet against Teixeira I bet for him against Carl Roberson because Carl Roberson took it on short notice and it was a bit of a different situation. But if Carl Roberson took that fight on full camp, I might have even picked him and he almost got it done anyway. I picked against him with Kutalaba, against him with Nikita Krylov, against him with the last guy, Anthony Smith, Toothless McGee. It's just difficult, man. I can't. I think I'm going to have to ride the resurrection train. And I might pick Glover Teixeira to just take him down. You know? I don't know. But I'm feeling Thiago Santos right now. But everything in my brain is telling me to switch. Jacob Terry, $3. Hey, Guru, can you do the Diego Sanchez run? Yeah, I can. Wait, no, first, let me get my distance. That's Diego Sanchez run. That's all he does. All fight. Thank you for the $3, Jacob Terry. I hope my running of Diego Sanchez was adequate for your $3 donation. Thank you very much. If there's a virtual UFC 4 card on now, buy. I'm gonna clear my fucking nostrils because of you. You fucking pathetic. I'm gonna mute my mic so you don't even get to hear me clear my nostrils right now. Fuck you. Guru has AIDS. That might be true. Honestly, it might be. Is he so gay? Shit. Okay, well, this one's staying up, so let's not read that one. YouTube advent. Guru, do you think Vettori beats Adesanya in a rematch? I would say no. I would say no, he does not. But I think he jolly well could if he keeps going the way he's going, you know? But if Vettori was signed right now against Adesanya, he would lose. Yeah, he would lose. I think Adesanya's striking's gotten better over time, but not because his striking itself has even gotten better. It's just the more confident he gets with his takedown defense, the better his striking and more comfortable he's going to be on his feet, you know. But I think Vettori would lose to him right now. But I could see Vettori going through some more fighters, showing us a bit more. I reckon I'd pick him if he eventually got to the title because his grappling is so fucking underrated, man. Other than Conor, who dresses the best? Usman has drippy hats. Who dresses the best other than Conor? I'd say your suggestion was appalling. I'd say who dresses the best? I would say that who dresses the best would have to be Junior Albini. Junior Albini dresses. I mean, I don't even know, but Junior Albini's fashion sense, if you haven't seen it, is just. There's a reason they call Junior Albini the fucking goat, you know, and it's because he's Junior Albini. Like whatever he touches turns to gold, including the leg of Rosenstruik while he's diving for a single. You know, Guru smokes Cancel Estate Loftes. I don't actually do that. I do. I just smoke asbestos. I'm immune to it now. Brian Ortega. Holloway dresses like a 10-year-old. But that's cool. I'll go with Holloway then. I'll go with Holloway just because you insulted him. Fuck you. But he didn't win against Volkanovski though. Dislike the stream. You show me you're an idiot. Show me how many idiots are in here. Show me how many idiots are in here. Holloway lost to Volkanovski twice. Guru says down the road it's gangsters. I don't know what you mean. You can never be sure about a resurrection in MMA. Yeah. Unless it's Glover Teixeira, that is. Get a hair. I've already got it, dude. Holloway won. Channel. Holloway didn't win. He didn't win. He got outstruck in the last 3 rounds. I really don't care. I will say this until my viewers reach 0. I won't. I'll stop if they go below 150. But I won't say this if they hit 0. But I will say it until there's not as much of backlash. Okay? He definitely won twice. So yeah, fuck that. Holloway did win. No, he didn't. He won rounds 1 and 2. Lost 3 and 4 and 5. Tell me otherwise. Your argument is with the judging system, not with who won the fucking fight. Fuck you. And he was losing round 1. And he was losing round 1 before he got the head kick. So fuck you again. And he might have been losing round 2 before the end as well. So you just calm yourself down, eh? Holloway 3-2. It wasn't 3-2. Masvidal won both. I don't know what you're talking about. Weasel said Holloway won every round. Well, Weasel said that Derek Lewis's shots to the back of the head didn't affect the Alexei Olenek fight. And the Weasel said... that he saw Luke Thomas with... I'm not even going to get into it. That's some behind-the-scenes MMA community stuff. I almost leaked it then. But just know the Weasel needs to fucking buck his ideas up or these secrets are going to get fucking leaked. You know what I'm saying? I'm in cahoots with him now. Okay? I'm the middleman in the communication of the MMA YouTube community right now. I hear stories. So Weasel better start not being the fucking CNN of the YouTube MMA community or I'll start leaking some shit, you know? GSP is commentating this weekend with Bisping. I would say that no, he isn't. No, he isn't. Please don't tell me he is. He isn't. Please don't tell me GSP's commentating. Please don't do that. He's not. The Jim Miller resurrection is real. I almost said resuscitation there. Yes, I don't think so. But I think he'll beat Vince Pichel. I don't think beating Vince Pichel tells me that the resurrection is real in terms of you going on to fight for the title. But I think he beats Vince Pichel. It's Vince Pichel. Look on Bisping's Twitter. I'll fucking look on Bisping's Twitter. Michael! Hey, loyal Mike! Bisping's Twitter. Michael Bisping. Twitter. He puts a poll out on Twitter. There's no fight. There's no fucking fight. Shout out to whoever did this. I don't know what that is. Oh, congrats. Michael Bisping, George St. Pierre, and John Anik. Really? Really? Why on earth would they want... Of all the things you could hire George St. Pierre for, you could hire George St. Pierre for any part of George St. Pierre. You chose to hire George St. Pierre for his voice? I don't listen to commentary anyway, and now I'm glad that I don't. Because what the fuck? Why would they do that? The one thing they want to hire George St. Pierre for is his voice. That's the one thing I would change about GSP. And that's what they're hiring him for? In their $1 billion... Whatever, man. I don't even know who's making the decisions anymore, but they need to fuck off. Leak it. Luke Thomas intentionally spreads COVID to skew the rates of death so we can complain about him. I just said it. I just leaked it, you know? Like, it's just, you know, people don't like the truth, and this channel might get shut down within the next number of seconds. And if this channel does get set... I shouldn't have paused my hand on screen because it was just something else for me have to keep still for the purpose of the joke. I should have kept my hand off screen and just paused without them on screen, because I just gave myself more work to address the thumb not moving, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to do it, so I cut it short. But it worked while it lasted, you know. Thank fuck Guru's gone. Guru, get out of my sock. I love it in here. Don't tell me to get out. I love it in there. Marvin Vettori is only a year older than Sean O'Malley. I know. Crazy to think, you know. Get out my sock. Get out my sock. Get out my swamp. Guru, who do you like more, the Weasel or Dan Stop the Fight Harder? I'd go with the Weasel. $25! Got a promotion. DC is fat. And you've got a promotion, and your first thing was to truth spread on fucking YouTube Super Chats. I'm so glad that Darling Boy is a member of this community right now, because he has donated me for $25. And that is a large amount of money. And I do appreciate that. And I know that Darling Boy is a good guy. And that's what it means to be a good guy. Because if you do donate to this stream, there's really no other way of telling. You know, because like you know, you can save a few orphanages, but you ain't donating to the MMA Guru. Like, we don't really know who you are, so don't come near us. But Darling Boy is now welcome to step within a 100-foot vicinity of me in public without being shot dead. Thank you for the $25, Darling Boy, proving your innocence in all of your heinous crimes. I appreciate you. What a great guy. $25. Amazing stuff. Long live Champ. He's still here. I don't know why he's not talking. Candice's got... He was literally Champ. I was supposed Champ. People were saying long live Champ, and he's not talking in the chat. I typed at, because if you type at, you can actually see who's in the fucking Champ. In the actual chat, and I typed in Champ, and he was here. He was in the list of people here when I typed in at. So Champ's exposed for just sitting there and lurking in private. And I don't know what he's doing lurking in private, but it really does worry me. Guru, we need to catch up after this virus fucks off, mate. Missed our mad nights out. That never fucking happened between me and you, ever. So I know. But you're the guy who fucking guesses my teacher's names. I'm assuming you're that same guy. I don't even remember your name. I just remember this phraseology of comment that I notice. You're the guy who just guesses my random teacher's names, you know? And just hopes that one of them's correct, you know? Guru, I'm in your cabinet. Thank you. You banned him from chatting? I didn't ban him from chatting. He's actually not banned. Cheap, show yourself. Weasel said Costa won't land a punch on Adesanya. That is so annoying. That's so annoying. That's so fucking annoying. It actually, Weasel didn't even say that. I know Weasel didn't say that because I just don't know anymore, man. I don't want to fucking do it anymore. Like, people are just so dumb nowadays. It's so annoying. Won't land a punch on Adesanya. I don't even think that's true. He didn't say that, because I'll tell you this. Israel Adesanya had a punch landed on him by Rob Wilkinson. So you tell me again that Costa won't land a punch. I really don't understand the Adesanya talk that's going on. I know he's a big star, so everyone just attaches themselves to that train so that if they are correct, they're going to win over all of those casual fans to their MMA channel. But that's not what we do over here. I think Costa wins. And I'll take the dislikes on my prediction video. Costa's going to fucking win. Kamar Worthy versus Ottoman Izatar. Who you got? I'm going to go with Kamar Worthy. He has proved that he's worthy. All puns intended. Because his last two fights I picked against him. I'm not going to go with Kamar Worthy. I don't know who I'm going to go with, man. I really don't know who I'm going to go with. But I was leaning Kamar Worthy just because he can do, as far as I've noticed so far, a bit more of anything. And I don't rate whatsoever a win over Timu fucking Pekalin. I really don't. That was the... Jai Herbert gets... This is why I fucking hate the way the UFC is sometimes. The favoritism on some people is ridiculous. Jai Herbert fucking paid his dues, grinded up his fucking record, has to debut against Francisco Trinaldo on short notice. Ottoman Izatar gets Teemu Pekalen after 2 years off nearly and getting KO'd twice in his last 2 fights. Like, it's just, I don't know. But I'll probably go with Kamal Worthy. Perez intoxicated? No, I'm just tired today, man. Jai is old, though. He is, so you want to jump him up. But at the same time, fuck you. Don't just jump him in there against those kind of people. Even though I thought he was going to beat Francisco Trinaldo, it's just, there's a difference, you know, and I'm noticing it. I don't rate a win over Teemu Pekalen. I don't. Jai Herbert is a glass jaw. Boom. Okay. He's actually a glass forehead bum, but, you know. Never been KO'd to the jaw is Jai Herbert, so you calm yourself down, young man. Thank you again for the $25, darling boy. I appreciate you. How is 32 old? I don't understand what you're talking about. Fuck champ. Ottoman Izatar is undefeated. You better end. So your argument is because he's undefeated and more talented, he should face lesser competition? Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. You're retarded. Izzy is so gay. Why am I reading that every fucking 5 minutes in my chat? Shut up with the paragraphs. This one's staying up, boys. Weasel just said Adesanya is the middleweight GOAT. He didn't know, did he? He didn't, because the Weasel's not there next to you whispering in your ear. He didn't just say it. So I'm not going to buy that. I'm not going to listen to anything anyone tells me that anyone said unless I hear it myself. You are dumb, yes. Thank you very much, Xavier642. TJ or Sandhagen. We're gonna go with TJ Dillashaw here. I'm gonna go with TJ Dillashaw. If he comes back against Sandhagen, I reckon he'll win. If Sandhagen beats Moraes, I'll be convinced. But I think you need explosivity to beat TJ Dillashaw. And I don't. If you don't have that, then you aren't gonna win. So I'll go with TJ against Sandhagen, chewing up his legs. Who beats Costa at 185? Him. 185 beats Costa. I actually think Whittaker has a good style to beat Costa. I don't think he would. I think that the best guy to beat Costa would be Hermansson, maybe. You know? The misinformation that gets spread about the Weasel is the best thing about these streams. Yeah, I know. It's wonderful. Peter KO's Alger. Yeah. Piotr. Weasel said he would fuck you up in 1 round. There we go. As if on cue. Right afterwards. Whittaker finishes Cannonier to the body. I'd say Whittaker wins that fight by TKO. I think he doesn't go to the body, though. I think he just catches him with a hook because of the way Cannonier stands. Wide-legged. Hands down often as well. He's good, but I think defensively there's some holes there. And when you put him on his back foot with some big combinations coming forward, he seems to open up quite a bit, as he did in a Dominic Reyes fight, as he also did in his KO losses before. But, you know, mainly seen in a Dominic Reyes fight, he likes to be going forward. And I think against a guy who can the lungy stuff might work for Whittaker here, in my opinion. Because I think he'll do better making Cannonier go backwards, you know, by lunging in, by throwing combinations. I think Whittaker catches him. Guru Weasel said O'Malley beats Stipe. Oh, yeah, for sure. Leg lock, 100%. Brandon Parker, 2 hours, Guru. Yes, indeed. Guru spitting bars like Buster Rhymes. I did not spit any bars, but thank you anyway. Brandon Parker. No idea who that is. DC impression. Yay, I'm a fucking 2-division world champion. Say nothing about this. Say nothing about this or I'll have your family killed. That's my DC impression. And that was me threatening the members of the MMA media afterwards, after he's finished, you know. Nate Diaz versus Abdulrazak official for UFC. Official. Abdulrazak official for UFC 254. I included the UFC because you didn't include it yourself, you absolute disgrace. Cool. The Weasel just, he didn't. Weasel just, okay. It's just constantly Weasel just said this and that. GSP would be a sick commentator. He knows a lot and his voice and accent are sick. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I get it. Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz would never be like me. Oh my God. Sorry. Sorry. Fucking hell. Give me a second there. I need to stop laughing. Give me a second. I need to stop laughing because it makes me sweat in this fucking heat wave. Khamzat versus Magny. I'd go with Magny right now. I think Neil Magny would beat Khamzat Chimaev right now. Girl, why was the judge that convicted of Epstein? I don't know why I'm laughing at that, but because there's evil shit going on and right is right, left is wrong. You know what I'm saying? But no, it's not true. It's not true. I was only joking. I'm playing a character. Don't divide, audience. Do not divide. Regardless of how retarded you are, you support me. Okay? Nate and Nick Diaz versus the Weasel. You got to go with a Weasel, you know, because he would explain how it happened after he KO'd them, you know, and it just would be too much. It would be too much for them, you know. Like they'd been on after the first round, and the Weasel would have to immediately jump out the cage and give us a breakdown of the slow motion replay, and it would just be too much for the Diaz brothers to handle. He'd beat both of them 100%. The Weasel sounds like a midget, am I right? The Weasel. I don't think those are the words I'd use. But the Weasel doesn't sound terrifying. That's what we will say. When I think of what the Weasel could look like, I mean, just his name being the Weasel is kind of playing into the fantasy and the imagination that we have of him and what he actually does look like behind the screen. I reckon the Weasel looks a bit like Joseph Benavidez. I could see him being like a hip young guy, a hip small dude, you know, just rocking around. I could imagine it, you know. Stipe wins. I reckon he's cool though. His voice sounds like he's cool. I don't think he's a little weirdo, you know. I bet he looks like Bilbo Baggins. Well, there you go. We're on the same fucking wavelength here. I just said Joseph Benavidez. He has dreadlocks. Oh, I don't know. Maybe not then. Maybe he's terrifying, but you know, you can be small and have dreadlocks and not be terrifying. You never know. $2, Lewis Hall. The Weasel sounds like a weasel. He does. What is going on here, guys? He's got that kind of, what's going on? He's at, what's it called? Weak, daily dose of internet kind of voice. You know, if you're on YouTube like I am, you'd know about daily dose of internet, but he's got that kind of voice, you know, like, what's going on, guys? I hope you had a great day. Later. You know, that kind of really drony. Hey, what's up? As you can see here, guys, he punched him over the top of it with this, and you know, that kind of voice. $2 from Lewis Hall. The Weasel sounds like a weasel. Thank you very much again for the $2. I appreciate you. I don't know who Randall is, and I don't know what Recess is. But I've heard everyone reference Recess. All these Americans, I just never bothered to look it up. The Weasel looks like McNuffin from Superbad. That's a reference I can fucking understand. There we go. Megan O'Leary and Joseph Benavidez have an open relationship. Wonderful. I mean, I don't think that's true at all, but I don't know. That's just opened up a whole different level of fantasy seeking. Like you've just sprouted another branch to my thought processes. That was the thing holding my thoughts back. But now, I don't know. We're not going to get into it. I hope Mayweather get out of my fucking head. You know what I'm saying? I hope Mayweather goes to MMA so he could get knocked the fuck out. I would imagine that Mayweather would go to MMA and just tap to the first leg kick he eats. I think that would be the case. Don't you do that face at me, Kendall Berryman. Regardless of how often you change your fucking name, you'll be known as Kendall Berryman. Fuck you. Rosenstruck versus Lewis, who wins? JDS is a big, scary guy, you know? Big, scary guy, JDS. I think JDS beats him. Big, scary guy. Chimaev versus Rocco Martin. I'd say Rocco Martin beats him, not even joking. I think Ramazan Emeev would probably beat Chimaev. Actually, no, he wouldn't. Emeev might not. I think Martin would beat him. I don't know, though, man. Listen. I fucking hate it. I really fucking hate this. But I'm going to have to say it again because you keep bringing it fucking up. He beat Reese McKee, a lightweight from Cage Warriors, on a couple days' notice. He beat John Phillips, man. A fat fucking... He's just clinging onto his fucking UFC contract for dear life, and the only fight he won was a fucking fix at UFC Copenhagen as the headliner of the prelims. I just don't think I've been shown what I need to see. You know, like, I need to see him beat someone who goes for an underhook. You know, like something. Like, I don't think he's fought those guys. Say this video is sponsored by mybookie.ag in the Weasel's voice. I don't know how to do that. Sorry. Megan Olivier and Joseph Benavidez have an open relationship. Cool. Floyd ain't getting knocked out. Okay. Rocco Martin is really underrated beast. I reckon he's been knocked out before, though. There's no way no one's been knocked out. He's definitely come up and been caught in the gym a couple times. Say this video is from Rocco Martin is a really underrated beast. He didn't look as good as he is against Magny. I thought he could have beaten Magny, but they went with Magny because, you know, they just don't care. And they lie about the strike numbers in the middle of the fight. But that's okay. I think Rocco Martin could have done enough. But that's all right. You know, he lost the third round. Don't you get the impression that Joe Rogan isn't a fan of the UFC? I do. I do get that impression. I get the impression that a lot of people aren't a fan of the UFC because there's something about Americans just not being able to pronounce names despite the spelling of it being right there in front of you. You don't have to know the culture of Kutalaba's community to understand how to pronounce his fucking name. It's as it's spelt, and they still call him Kutabella, and they still think Bryce Mitchell is a fucking lightweight, and they still think it's just, you know, it's all good. I don't think they watch the sport anymore, but that's okay. Magny versus Rocco Martin was set up for Manny to win. For what? Was set up for Manny to win. Magny to win. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, the commentary is pretty biased, but yeah, I know what you mean. I just think Martin did enough. He held him against the cage the entire time, which although doesn't win you a fight, it means something. I thought he landed the cleaner shots in the first round as well, and the strikes on the numbers in the middle of the fight said that it was 18-12 or something. It was actually razor close within like one of each other, I believe. Then the second fight, it was like within one or two of each other. Martin landed the cleaner shots and he slammed him to the canvas at one point. Like, I just thought that, you know, that's okay though. We listen to the strikes that get shown in the middle of the fight rather than the actual strike numbers. Thank you for the $5. Freddie on Acid, I appreciate you so much. My God, Freddie on Acid, always here to donate. I really do appreciate it. You have potential. I'm waiting, man. I'm waiting. Thank you very much, Freddie on Acid. Yo Guru ain't loyal to the 209. What's up? What's up? Light CTU join. Thank you very much for the $5 in a reference to Nate Diaz, I'm assuming you were trying to go for, or Nick Diaz. Both of them have equal levels of CTE. I would actually argue that Nick Diaz is a higher level of CTE, but Nate Diaz's CTE has targeted his speech. I think there's different strains of CTE that you can get, and they go after different parts of you. Like, you know, Nate has that Brendan Schaub strain. You know what I mean? And some people get the fucking War Machine Mike Perry strain. It depends. It really does. Freddie on Acid, thank you for the $5. I really do appreciate you. The Weasel has a small willy and is actually a meerkat. Guru, never forget the day it was in detention and you put a ruler on the end of the table and you chopped it, laughing, launching a rubber and 3 pencils at Miss Juliet's ass. Yes, Miss Juliet and her fucking substitute teacher, Mr. fucking Romeo. The whole class was laughing, you legend. Actually, that does sound like me. You might be correct. $2 from Gazy MMA has donated $2 to the stream. What will you do if Woodley KOs Colby? I'll probably make a video and I will say, this is the risk of MMA. And I'll do that approach to it, I think, because that's the only way I think you can make an accurate prediction that Woodley does beat Colby Covington. And here's how I feel. It's very telling a way a fight would go when I can't imagine someone making a prediction video for Woodley. I don't think they could make a prediction video for Woodley. You know? I really don't. At this point, with all of the odds stacked the way they are and all of the information we know about both of their styles, I don't think I could even possibly make a prediction video for Woodley. I don't think I could put it together. I think it would just be me starting the video and just saying 1 punch knockout power, 1 punch knockout power. Maybe he lands the 1 punch. Maybe he lands the 1 punch. 1 punch knockout power, 1 punch knockout power. Maybe he lands the 1 punch. Maybe he lands the 1 punch for 10 minutes until I can get mid-roll ads and I'd call it quits. Like, I just don't think I could string together that much of an argument for Woodley, but MMA can happen, so we'll see what happens. I hate it when fighters like Kevin Lee, Cerrone, or Perez don't stick to a weight class and constantly move up and down. It fucks up the rankings, yeah. Woodley KOs Colby. Chan Valente is in the fucking stream. Woodley does not KO Colby. Nick Diaz has dementia at this point. He doesn't. No, that's not true whatsoever. Weasel said Rocco Martin versus Magny 2. Official. Rocky Martin versus Magny 2. The Weasel did not announce that Rocco Martin versus Magny 2 was official. I disagree with that statement wholeheartedly, 100%. I'll never forget those romantic walks to the chicken shop for dinner. That didn't happen whatsoever. Jeff Neal versus Leon Edwards. I'll never forget those romantic walks to the chicken shop for dinner. Stipe wins, then beats Jones at light heavyweight. Guru, never forget the Mr. Smith's class back in the day. You calling him a nonce and a bunda. Did I even have a Mr. Smith as a... I don't even think I had a Smith as a teacher. I didn't have a Smith as a teacher. Funnily enough, even though it does sound very, very... I must have had a Smith at one point as my teacher. I don't think I have. I genuinely don't think I have. Hey, Guru, what do you think about light heavyweight Darko Stojic being let go by the UFC? I would go with... I don't know. I don't really care. I really don't care. Darko Stojic, although the greatest of all time, you can go and prove that over at Bellator, you know? Just one of them things. But you had a Miss Juliet. I didn't have a Miss Juliet. Woodley versus Lawler 2. If Woodley loses and Lawler wins, or Lawler versus Condit 2. I would go with... I don't care. I really don't care. Woodley would beat Lawler, I would say. But I really don't even know at this point. But I think that Woodley would beat Lawler. But I genuinely can't really say that with too much confidence. The first time I predicted the fight, I did say it with confidence, but I don't even know anymore. That's how much Woodley has fallen off in expectation from me. You know? Mayweather didn't throw a single punch in round 1 of Maymac, and the commentators say they didn't know who won the round. Fuck boxing. Yeah, I know. It's just an absolute joke. Robbie versus T Wood 2 after he loses. No. Probably though. We'll see. Probably. If they both lose, let's do it and have just both of them retire at some point, please, because we don't need you to tarnish your names even more. You know? Did you see that kid who gave up in between rounds and got cut? Yes, Max Roshkov did get cut between rounds. And it was unfortunate to see, it really was, but that's okay. How do you think... Do you think if O'Malley loses, he's going to lose... Or sorry, the chat's moving retardationally. That's a word. He's going to lose all the hype. No, I don't think so. You don't just lose 1 million followers. It's not a hype with O'Malley, you know? Because, you know, I don't know. He's still got the fan base. You know, if he loses, it's going to go viral, but it's not like everyone's going to unfollow him. I don't think that's ever going to happen. So I think he'll just have more hype. Not more hype, sorry. Obviously not more hype, but his next fight will just be hype in a different way. His hype now is, can he go undefeated and get to the title? But if he loses, his hype will be, can he bounce back after the first loss of his career and save his career and bounce back? You know, like that will be the new hype. So the hype will manifest its way in a different form, you know? O'Malley's Twitch streams are pretty damn awful. Yeah, Twitch streams in general are fucking awful. Yes, it's true. Neil Sams, he got a UFC deal to commentate for French broadcast, not English. Okay. Cool. French broadcast. I'll take it. Rocco Martin versus Lawler. Rocco Martin would win. Just slowly outbox him over 3 rounds. $5 from Animas Stars. Stipe wins. Drops to light heavyweight and beats Jones. He doesn't drop to light heavyweight and beat Jones, but I hope he does, because that would mean that Stipe has claim to the strongest eyes in the UFC. I don't care what anyone says. If Stipe Miocic wins against DC this weekend and then goes down and beat Jones, or Jones comes up and Stipe beats him, he's got the best eyes in the game. There's no way he can defend against those onslaughts of gouges that both of those opponents are going to give his way. I like Stipe. I think he would probably beat Jones as well. I've always picked Stipe over Jones. I don't think Jones is that good when he faces people his own size, and that's been the case in his last 3 fights. Thank you. Stipe wins, drops to light heavyweight and beats Jones. Thank you for the $5, Animas Daradars. Thank you very much for the $5. UFC have been more strict with taking points. But yeah, GSP French then, someone's saying. French rather than English broadcasting. But I think we should have GSP, even though I'm against his voice being there. Like the Trevor Whitman kind of role, you know, where they just bring him in here and there and, you know, we see that kind of shit. Who knows? We get a Trevor Whitman, like we just tune in with GSP over after a round is done and we get GSP's opinion as the round starts on what he thinks they're going to try and change or something like that. So we just have Bisping saying, wow, at the end of the round. Over to Bisping. What do you think's going on, Bisping? I am being abducted by aliens currently, Michael. You know, and then you just, okay, cutting back to fucking John Anik. You know, John couldn't finish Smith, but Glover could. Very good, very good, very good statement right there. I told you. Jones is off cycle. I'm not talking about the exercise bike. Jones couldn't finish Smith, but Glover could. Again, I've read it for some reason. Henderson versus Bisping was an early stoppage. I reckon you could have taken about 5 more. Yeah, I'd go with that. No, I'd say late stoppage, though. I reckon. I don't know. That's an okay stoppage, though. As much as you say it was an early stoppage as a joke to try and make it seem like a late stoppage, there's not really much the ref can do about that, you know? It's just like, can he beat Dan Henderson to Bisping's jaw? You know, like it's kind of difficult because Dan Henderson's naturally going to be closer to it, you know? I got exclusive news for you, Guru, regarding Wreckage. Did he KO Adesanya by any chance? Like I fucking falsely believed once. Ion Kutalaba says he appreciates what you're doing for the community and knows and how you exposed Kevin McDonald for being a pedophile. He said that's why he shouted out your video. Thank you very much. Kevin McDonald is not a pedophile. I say things in rage that I don't mean. Thank you. Mackenzie Dern after spending 1 week in Dublin. My tits were a balloon, you know? I don't know. That's the only thing I can fucking think of on short notice. not short notice, sorry. That's the only thing I could think of on the spot. Wow. Honestly, the UFC has taken over my dialect. I'm going to start using short notice in real life or some shit, you know? Like if I'm at Subway and I'm moving to different people while they're putting stuff on my sub, I'll be like, I'm just making a quick turnaround to enter this conversation, you know? Wait, was that not Wreckage who KO'd Israel? No, it wasn't. Okay, though. My tits were a balloon. It was. COVID-19. Someone in the chat the other day said he got a banana peeled by you. Is that true? That's not true. I think that was Super Skunk, I'm pretty sure, as well. Guru is baked. That's not true, dude. They called me into work. I'm actually not, though. What about me would suggest that that's the case? I just looked at myself expecting like I'd have fucking red eyes or something. Fuck you. Making me self-conscious about that. Did you say Brandon K advertisements when he did when he was a kid? They are on his channel. I've seen Brandon K's fucking piano covers. Brandon K had piano covers on his songs. Seriously. Guru sus. What? Fuck you. Bellator is a joke. Just saw Ryan Bader approves of Corey Anderson's title shot. Corey Anderson. I mean, of course he does. Bellator, of course Ryan Bader approves of Corey Anderson's fucking title shot. I guarantee you if Ryan Bader beats Corey Anderson, he can say, see, I'm UFC level, but Corey Anderson got KO'd by the wind in public, so I don't think KOing him at this point, Bader's going to be too much of a reward, you know? Guru eats glizzies. Oh, don't, Matt. Oh, don't. Guru plays a violin. I used to play the violin. Not much, though, but I could play a couple. You know that? You know that song? That, let me do it again. I don't even know the name of the song, but it goes like this. I've got a fucking parents. Calm down. It looks like we'll fight for Serbia starting Smith fight. I don't care. But yeah, maybe. Sandhagen versus O'Malley. When I don't care. I do care, though. I'd say that Sandhagen probably beats him, honestly. For sure. Guru eats fatties. Or don't eat fatties, mate. Or don't do it. Oh, Drake. Yeah, that's that Drizzy. That's that Drizzy, dude. Guru, remember you fucked up a Fight Companion title on Ngannou versus JDS, and you put the title was UFC 239, and it read it like 3 times before you realized. I remember that shit as well, actually. Guru starts running when him glizzy's blicking. I don't know what that means, but I've read it now, so who cares? Hey, yo, Guru eating the... Okay, I don't know what's going on. Watermelon water. Thank you for saying that in my chat. You waste of space. Guru has parents? Yeah, I know, it's crazy, dude. My tits were a balloon. My fucking foot was a balloon area. You should have seen the footage earlier. Foot was a balloon. I always, and I've said this, and this was my original idea. McGregor should have spanned that punch against a guy in the bar off into an advert, honestly. And the advert should be the CCTV footage is the advert. And this would be the best way for McGregor to recover his career. Walks into the bar. The whole interaction happens. He puts the shot glass down. He offers him a shot. He says no. And then McGregor punches him. And then it should fade into nothingness as we hear sirens. And then it should say proper 12. Take the shot or take a shot. You know? Take a shot or take a shot. And if he turns down the alcohol, he gets a left hook. And that should have been McGregor's signature move. From then on out with proper 12, he just should have basically bar hopped, punching people who refuse to get to drink his whiskey. Because honestly, with that just being the case where he just catches him with a jab and walks off and we don't hear anything else, people assume it's bad. But if McGregor actually went bar to bar in Ireland and whoever declined a drink of proper 12, he punched him in the face and made a montage of it, people would think it was a meme and he would get away with it. So you should just, if you're going to do something, just fucking do it full force. And that's why I love serial killers. Name a more beautiful punch than Zombie versus Moicano. There might not be one, but I would probably go with Nico Price versus Randy Brown, one of the best punches I've ever seen in my life. Medic can soon fight guys from the top 15. He is good and big for that division. Yes, he is indeed. I would like to see Medic maybe take on Lando Venatra in his debut. No, I'm joking. I don't know. Someone at the bottom of the rankings or something. Guru, never forget detention with Mr. Savile. Yeah, my teacher, Mr. Savile. In primary school. Yeah, crazy. Shut up and free champ for once or God fucking damn it. He's not banned though. I don't understand. So retarded. If you make my impression, I make you reach. No, I'm good. Guru, never forget detention with Mr. Savile in primary 5. You said it again. That's not the case. Jimmy Savile was not my teacher. Who would you have more charges in a fight against? Would you have more changes in a fight against McGregor or Mayweather? That was the fucking point anymore of having a chat if people are just going to type incorrect things into it, you know? You know what I'm saying? Remember detention with Mr. Epstein? Oh, yeah, he took us on that school trip to that fucking island. I remember, dude. It was fucking crazy. How long are you gonna go? How long are you going tonight, Guru? we went as a unisex class and we came back as an only boys class. You know, it was a weird trip to that island that we went on. You know, Guru's last time you got hammered like a British macho. Be honest, last time I got hammered, I mean, it hasn't been ages. It's been ages. I haven't drank in ages. This whole situation. Here's the thing about drinking. I think you kind of have to be in a pub to do it and it to be acceptable because people drink at home. That is the saddest thing I've ever seen anyone do, you know? But I'd say oh yeah, New Year's. There you go. New Year's probably. Yeah, it was New Year's. Must have been. Have you ever punched a pug in the face? No, I go for kicks against pugs. Sorry, I go for kicks because pugs, as much as they're, I mean, when you are going to go and abuse an animal with brute force, you don't want to be doing your own back out while you're doing it. You know, like doing your own back out is not a worthy exchange for the tormention of a pet that you're going after. So you go for the kicks with the pugs. The punches are for the Great Danes because it's less of a reach, you know? Straight on the hip level. Bang. I binge drink in parks and get to second base. Nice job. Guru, this stream's going up. Keck W, chill. Yeah, but that's not bad, though. Obviously, I'm joking about that. I over-exaggerated a laugh, but hopefully they understand that's a joke. That's obviously a joke, though. Don't act like I'm stepping over the line here, you know? We've said some stuff on these streams. We're not stepping over the line, you know? Oh, actually, I might have stepped over the line. And if I have stepped over the line, I am a liberal living in America. They cannot punish me on YouTube. 100%. We win. I feel Ngannou power is a bit unfair. Little bit, though, but that's okay. That's all good, you know? Don't bring up this topic now. I feel Ngannou's power is a bit unfair, okay? We read it again for some reason. Guru's a drunk. It's not true. This has actually been Jack Daniels the entire time. And it's been I don't actually know if it looks too much like Jack Daniels, but it's one of them. It's that fucking, you know. You guys had that chocolate Jack Daniels, that kind of shit. Having a drink with the lads in the house, right in a bar. Obviously, with no. With people, people have taken this wrong. With people, and if you're having a gathering in your house, that's okay. But I literally have been around houses where you'll just walk in and there'll be like a dad just literally sitting there with 3 cans on the side and a beer in his hand. Just to like, what, you have to be drunk to get through the fucking news? Like, what is the point in drinking at home like that? It just wasted calories, in my opinion. I'd rather have a sandwich. I love Ted Bundy. Okay, I didn't say that. Adolf the Chewbacca did. But he is quite a charming man. But still a murderer, so you know. Apples and pears. O'Malley impression? Vegas. Imagine spamming your comment to get Guru to read it. You've just done it. UFC 252 predictions. Oh yeah, the title of this video. But back to Ted Bundy. I'm joking. 252 predictions. I'm going to go with Miocic here. We're going to go with Miocic, Sean O'Malley, Junior Dos Santos here, Herbert Burns, John Dodson. We're full lefty here. We're going full left. So much so we're not going to go that far. This one's staying up. But you knew what kind of joke was coming. But we are going so far left on this main card that we are fucking, you know, but breaching constitutional rights. But we're going far left on the main card. Stipe, Sean O'Malley, Junior Dos Santos, Herbert Burns, John Dodson. Then on the prelims, we're going to stick to the left as well. Wow, actually I am. Yoda, TJ Brown, Felice Herrig, Jim Miller. Oh my God, is this a foot? Oh, but Parker Porter's on the right at the start. So maybe we shift things up a little bit, you know. Never go full left. Dodson KO or decision. Guru, are rumors about you and Israel true? Yes, they are. I am Palestine. Dodson KO or decision? I'm going to go with KO, second round or third round. No, the rumors about me and Israel are not true. I don't know what the rumors are, though. Dodson sleeps him. Jack Daniels is a mix. Guru, I think McGregor beats... I don't even mean to not read that one. It was just my body knew to interrupt me because I'd set a pattern by making the fart noises. So it just followed up with a burp. I think McGregor beats Gaethje. What do you think? I think McGregor cracks him in the first round. I think he beats him in the first round. Beats him. Gaethje's getting whooped and slipped. And that's it. Okay. Chelsea signed it. Okay. Guru is I'm going to read it. I'm not going to read it. Guru to a Corey Anderson again. There's levels to this. I don't have any concrete. Ask me to do some Corey Anderson impressions again when I've got some concrete on me, you know. If Till loses his next fight, should he get cut, he'll be 1-4 in his last 5. No. No way. What other ranked guy do you know that's been cut for that situation? But I know what you're trying to do, though. It's Till, so you've got to enforce that. No. Why would you do that? You can't cut him. People aren't talking about cutting Gastelum right now, so why would they talk about cutting Darren Till? You know? I think if Till loses one more, then he's in a fucking make or break for his career situation. But I think he's got another chance. He's got another chance, for sure. Do you think Burns had a good slip to an overhand, or does he have a better technique? I mean, maybe if he loses again, you never know. Should he get cut? No, if he loses again, he'll be on the last chance, I'd say, because, yeah. Actually, I don't even know. I think it will take 3 in a row to get rid of Till because he's got 1 million followers, as much as we don't like to agree with it. But, you know, Guru Till is whack. I guess Whittaker's whack, then. And Adesanya was losing exchanges to Whittaker, so I guess Adesanya's whack. Romero must be shit, too. Adesanya's win over him means nothing. Cool. That's the case. That's just what we're going to go with. Weidman's trash. Guess Rockhold isn't too good after all because Romero beat Weidman. And Romero's trash because Whittaker beat Romero and Whittaker beat Till. So that means nothing. Guess they're all just shit in middleweight, eh? Dillian Harper or Bella Danger? On my prime, I have to go with Dillian Harper because that was in my prime usage of those sort of sites. Dillian Harper was in my prime. That was my come up. you know? So I'm going to go with Dillian Harper because those are the most enjoyable ones. $2. Xavier 642. Does Porter win a decision? No. I don't know what he wins. I'm just saying he wins. I reckon he gets it done by KO because both of these guys have a lot of KOs and they're both two large men, not in terms of muscle mass. And they'll probably try and get it over and done with quickly because they both took it on short notice. So I'd reckon they both go balls to the walls in the first round and Parker Porter gets the first round TKO. Thank you for the $2 though, dude. I appreciate you. Dillian Harper for life. Go on. Did the concrete got the performance of the night against Corey? I think that's against Corey Anderson, who you got in the rematch. I'm going to go with the concrete again, 100%, because, you know, Anderson's already 0-1. Ew. Mike Perry versus Brendan Schwab. Mike Petty. I go Brendan Schwab, probably, actually. No, Mike Petty. Mike Petty wins, for sure. Because you don't put anyone in the atmosphere of Mike Perry is dead. Bill Clinton sexually assaulted. We're not saying the truth on here. Please don't ban me, YouTube. Look, I'm playing the violin again. Haha, just crazy old MMA guru. I'm not saying any truths over here. What's good? Till needs to fight non-ranked. No. He'll get torn apart by the MMA fans, and you fucking know it, and you'll be one of them. So shut up. That's what I fucking look back to, darling boy. You fucking weirdo. Say no to face make. Indeed. Freedom of speech. Kamzat will maul Till. Because Till is of the same level as Reese McKee, of course. And John Phillips. Oh, yeah, the Chimaev comments. They fucking make me chuckle in Serial Killer. We'll check it out. 209 Walmore Till. If you guys murdered 10 people, what would your laugh be? I'm not reading the word, Jake Ramirez. Fuck you. Why does Till deserve ranked opponents? Because he beat Kelvin Gastelum and he's ranked number 6 at middleweight. That's fucking why. Rank the champs from favorite to least favorite. And he beat Wonderboy, by the way. And if you don't like that, then you just don't care about the fucking way the judge the sport is scored. So fuck you. But Dana said Reese was the best English prospect, so Lamau, yeah, he's Northern Irish. Yeah, so he's the best English prospect. He isn't even from England. I don't know why I'm making this noise, but he's from Northern Ireland, and he's a lightweight. And he's lost to people before, you know? So I don't really give a fuck about him. Ross Houston's the best current best UK prospect that's born in the UK is Ross Houston at 170. Chimaev was a middleweight, given a lightweight on short notice, had to fly across the world and go through all the situation. And his name was Reese McKee. And it's just not even a fair matchup, so I don't even understand why people would say that kind of stuff about Chimaev. But, you know, he's good. I think he should fight a guy like Alex Oliveira, Diego Lima, one of these kind of guys, you know. Maybe Chaos Williams. That'd be a fun one. How did you know? What do you mean? Did you know? Why wasn't the Dutch... I don't know. MVP isn't a prospect? No, he's not. He's like 30-something. Till is good, but he's not special. Guru is biased to Till because he's a fanboy and he's from the UK like Till is. I just can't win anymore, man. I genuinely can't win. It's just, there's no point anymore. There genuinely is no point anymore. That's not the case at all. I just pick him to win fights because I think he's going to win. By the way, he almost fucking did before he tore his ACL out. But that's okay. Whatever. That's all good, though. That's all good. Everything's fine. I just fucking biasly pick UK fighters. Okay. Just like I'm picking Allen over Yusuf, right? Even though I said that Yusuf would beat Allen. That's cool. Very interesting there. Yeah, all good. Did you see Colby's most recent interview? Thought it was funny. Colby talking about Woodley's family. I haven't seen that, actually, so I'm going to listen to that 100%. Why did Obama authorize? Sounds too much like the truth. Sounds too much like the truth. Guru thoughts on... I can't express my thoughts on that because they are the truth. UK people are so biased with UK fighters. I'm not, though. I'm genuinely not, though. I'm genuinely not. I've picked Arnold Allen his entire career. He's won every fight in his entire UFC career. You know? If you want to come at me for picking UK fighters, tell them to stop fucking winning right now. Nathaniel Woods, 4-1 right now. Or 3-1, sorry. No? 4-1 at bantamweight. Like, I'm doing okay. Was beating John Dodson before he lost. Jack Shaw, undefeated at bantamweight as well. You know, I picked against Brett Johns and picked Montel Jackson because I thought he was going to win. You know, like, I'm not biased to UK people at all. I understand that. That makes no sense. I'm genuinely unbiased to them because I'm overly making sure I'm against it. I just think that Darren Till beats these guys. That's all. Prime Michael Bisping. I'll go with Till because Bisping was kind of sloppy in his prime. Even though he was good, I look at some of the fights back then and I swear to God, the sport has evolved so much. You see skill on the Contender Series that you wouldn't see at championship level 10 years ago. Honestly, you genuinely do. Technique on the Contender Series is better than it was at championship level 10 years ago. Go and watch Dan Hardy versus GSP and tell me that there isn't Contender Series fighters that are better than Dan Hardy. Guru, thoughts on Prince Andrew? We can't say the truth. How many times do we have to say it? We can't share the truth on here. There's no freedom of speech. If Weidman can outlast Till, I think Bisping would win a decision. Weidman can outlast Till, I think Bisping would win a decision. Well, I guess we got to see Weidman versus Till next. But you deleted it anyway because it didn't really make any sense. Whittaker, not Weidman, kick W. There you go. I thought there was a bit of a mistake there. But they both start with W, so I'll let you off. Lana Rhodes or Anya Olsen? Anya, I don't even know who the other one is, so I guess Lana Rhodes. I didn't even comprehend that they were porn stars until I looked back at Lana Rhodes, so no. I'll go with Lana Rhodes. Imagine if Guru was a celebrity, you'd literally be cancelled 30 times a day over jokes, kick W. It's true. It's actually true. But that's just, I don't know. I don't know what's going to go on. I don't know what's going to go on, honestly. I really don't. But we'll see. I'll get banned at one point, you know. In Cells Unite. Dan Hardy versus Kenny Florian. Kenny Florian. Favorite MILF. It's got to be some fucking prime Ava Adams, boys. Because of Megan, I never feel sad when Joey gets KO'd. Guru, thoughts on Jack the Ripper? Boss. I mean, not boss. I mean, who are we to really... I don't even know. Terrible guy. Terrible guy. Terrible man. Yeah, terrible man. Andrea Chechik gives the best head. Oh, Adriana Chechik gives the best head. Yes. I think I recognize that name. I don't think that's actually her name, though, but I think I know the one you're trying to... I don't know what her second name is, but I don't think it's just Chechik, is it? But we're going to stop talking about that because that's weird. Shut the fuck up, guys. Is it okay to be smelly? Not if you're on Ellen's show. Because she'll kick you out and send you home because Ellen is a monster. That's okay. We're going to get banned. PG Stream Guru kicked down. You were here at the start, yeah. And we're just going to show that we're against that kind of behavior, Copernicus Brawl. You stop yourself right now. We don't stand for that here. Would you participate if somebody create YouTubers MMA League? But who would be in it, though? That's the thing. Who would fucking actually be in that? Me versus that fucking Fight Night picks? Are they a tag team match? This could actually work, though. Me versus Fight Night picks tag team. I reckon I'd snap them in half. Who else is there, though? I don't know. Weasel wouldn't come out because, I don't know. He doesn't like being on camera, I guess. No, nothing against it, but it's just, I can't imagine Weasel being in a cage in the MMA League. I don't know what he looks like. But I guess that'd just be it. Who else is there that's somewhat credible? Those Incel brothers don't stand a chance. Yeah, but they do videos and they try. and they're on camera, so I respect him in that way. But, you know, he don't stand a fucking chance. €2, George Rodriguez. Thank you. Guru, your video for H. Burns. I never ended up making it. I wanted to do a... I know what you mean. You want a prediction video. Thank you for the €2. I appreciate you, my European brother. Even though I'm not part of Europe. We're gone. Anyway. I don't know what I was going to say. Oh, Herbert Burns. I was going to make a fighters to watch out for video. I actually have 4 minutes of footage of me talking about Herbert Burns. But then I moved on to try and get someone else on my fighters to watch out for video, and I couldn't do it with a straight face because I looked at TJ Brown's name next and Felice Herrig. So I'm not going to make that video. Sorry. I might make a specific... I don't know what I wanted. I want to make a video as soon as the stream's over, honestly. Because I haven't made one. I didn't make one yesterday. And I don't know what to make a video on. What should I make a video go on? I don't know what I should do because there's nothing interesting to me. You know? €2. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate you. Why does Till deserve ranked opponent and Khamzat doesn't? So biased. Because Till's currently ranked number 6 and Khamzat Chimaev beat a lightweight from Cage Warriors on short notice at 170. And Till beat Wonderboy and Donald Cerrone and Kelvin Gastelum, you know. Nicholas Dalby went to a draw, which is unfortunate because he tore his arm out. But, you know, he still beat Wonderboy, Cerrone, and Gastelum. So I'd give him some credit in terms of rankings, you know. It's got to be a troll. Guru versus Justin Jr. Which Justin Jr. though? Gaethje or I don't know what other one there is. Gaethje? Ban that person. No way was that a question. KW, yeah, no. Why does Till deserve ranked? Well, he's asked it again, so he might be trolling. You deserve 300 seconds timeout for your level of chromosomes. Goodbye. MMA on point versus Guru. Yo, what's up, guys? We're going to be telling you the 10 best eye pokes in MMA history. And shout out to this guy who did all the work for us and made the list. We did the editing, though, and we're going to take all credit for it at MMA on point. Fucking MMA on point. Who would you smash, Antonina Shevchenko or Evan Dunham? Evan Dunham's cut from the UFC. He's got to be down and out right now. I might take the L just to cheer him up. But I'll probably go with Shevchenko, though, for sure. So accurate, KW. Yeah, it's literally what they do in their videos. Hey, guys, we're MMA on point, but this guy made a fucking list, and we're going to steal the whole fucking thing. And we're going to do it. Like, it's just, it doesn't make any sense how they get away with that because it's literal plagiarism. But they must work with the people that make the fucking lists, I guess. Who knows? Stop saying KW, you incel. No, I like people saying KW. It reminds me that those kind of people exist in this community. So shut the fuck up, you stupid bitch, or I'll ban you. Hey, Guru, how do you jerk it with micro peen? Just, you know, it just takes a lot of dedication, a lot of squinting. You know, this is my wanking face. Just trying to get the eyesight lasered in. And then some tweezers. What does KW mean? It was a video. Just type in KW on YouTube. It was a video of a guy, and people translated it with subtitles at the bottom. It was just his laugh was funny because KW is a Twitch emote. Yeah, and then it turned into that. That's what it got named eventually. But the original thing, wasn't it just that video came out first, and then everything went crazy because of that one video? Wreckage versus Smith. I'm going to go with Wreckage here, but I do worry about Wreckage. If it gets made a 5-rounder, I'll pick Smith. But in a 3-rounder, Wreckage wins 2 rounds to 1, I'd say. Guru versus Teddy Atlas. But if it's a 5-rounder and they don't find a replacement main event, which I don't think they need to because I think it's Edgar versus Munoz, 3-rounder, I'm picking Wreckage. But 5-rounder, I pick the other guy. Guru versus Teddy Atlas. Come on, man. There's no need for that to happen. Guru's Grana was great. That's not true. Michael Chandler is overrated. Yeah, but I don't think that's the case. I don't think he's overrated. I don't think people rate him at all. No, they do rate him, but they rate him enough. I don't think he's overrated. People aren't saying that Michael Chandler beats Khabib, even though some idiots are. The mass consensus is that Chandler can compete in the rankings, but he's not going to become champ. I agree with that rating. I don't think he's overrated. I think he's genuinely good. And I don't think enough people are saying that he's going to be a fucking god in the UFC for me to say that he's overrated, you know? Guru versus Espinoza, I'd win. We have J Station here in Canada. Nothing is as stupid as that man. I don't know who J Station is. I know that name though. Why do I know that name? Who the fuck is J Station? J Station, you know. What a fucking name. I'm J Station. Oh, I fucking know who this guy is just because of his fucking face on that thumbnail. I know exactly who this fucking guy is. I called fucking Abraham Lincoln at 3 a.m. It turns out he's, I don't know, you know, he's actually Zabit this whole time. I don't know. Like, it's just, he makes weird videos. I know this fucking guy. I don't even think I've ever watched his, I think I've watched people react to how dumb one of his videos was. What one was it, though? Surely most viewed. Let me check. It was something crazy that he did once. Most popular. He might have taken it down. I'm not recognizing it here, but one of his videos was something fucking terrible that he did. And I don't remember which one it was. But I've seen like some other guys react to him. J Station is a fucking degenerate. Kobe Bryant at 3 a.m. He faked his girlfriend's death. They deleted it. That's what I watched. That's actually it. He faked his girlfriend's death. That's what I watched. Calling Mac Miller at 3 a.m. Some people are just, you know what some people are? I don't know. I get it. I actually get why he thinks he can get away with that, because some people are just, I don't know. Especially, I'd imagine, if you're on YouTube, you'd progressively end up at that stage anyway, I'd imagine. Because, I don't know, it's just a weird, if your life is literally dependent on how clickbaity your video is and how much controversy you can stir, it kind of sets a precedent on what you need to do to make a video. You know, like, it needs to be outrageous. So he just fell in love with that, making money. He's a cunt, though. Fuck him. All he wants is views. He has zero moral compass. Yeah, exactly. But it's kind of been trained out of him at this point, I'd imagine. Because I just checked his videos. He looks like he uploads constantly. So he must be, like, sitting there on a Friday night sweating, thinking, what's he going to do? And he's like, fuck it, I'll just fucking act like Kobe Bryant, shat on my bed. You know, like, it's just one of them kind of situations. Chandler or Michael? Michael. Chiesa. Do you beat Figueiredo, Guru? No, I don't. Till has split wins over Kelvin and Wonderboy, who many think he lost. No, he doesn't have a split decision over Wonderboy. It was unanimous, and it was very clear that he won 2 rounds in the first 4, 1 round at the end because of the knockdown. Pretty clear. Thanks. We can go through it right now because I haven't uploaded a VOD in a while, and I keep bringing this up, but, you know, never really gets uploaded. Till versus Wonderboy. Stats. We're going to go to the stats, and we're just going to straighten this out one more time for the people that still retarded. Just because some people believe something doesn't make it true. Stephen Thompson outlands Till 5-4 in round 1. That's Stephen Thompson's round. Even though it could still be argued for Till. The strikes are so low that the difference of 1 strike means way more than it would if there's 20-21. You know what I'm saying? So you have to give it to Wonderboy because that's an extra fifth of the strikes, or an extra quarter technically, because you're doing it from the reference of Till if you're doing the fractions. An extra quarter of strikes for Wonderboy round 1. He wins round 1. Till outlands Wonderboy 9 strikes to 6 in round 2. Has a better strike differential as well. Also coming forward, definitely wins that round. Round 3, Till outlands Wonderboy 9-8. Same situation. Till also lands the better shots. Also coming forward the entire time, in case being 9-8 doesn't mean enough to you guys. Till wins round 3. Round 4, 8-7 in favor of Wonderboy. He wins that round. Round 5, Till outlands him 9-3 and knocks him down with a vicious left hand. Till wins the fucking fight. End of fucking story. Done. Landwehr popped for fentanyl. Cool. Kamzat is way too hype right now for having fought top 200 Ks. The Dagestan hype train is cringe as fuck, yeah. Till has split wins over Kelvin and Wonderboy. It just doesn't make any sense. That judge that gave Kelvin 30-27 should never attend a UFC event again. I mean, honestly, though, 30-27 is a bit outrageous, but I can see how if a judge gave it, there's one of those first 2 rounds that is kind of impossible to give to Gastelum, but I could see if a judge gave it 29-27. But yeah, 30-27 is outrageous for sure. But It was a close fight, even though Till definitely won, in my opinion. I could see them granting a couple of those Sam Alvey, Ryan Spann shots for Kelvin Gastelum. You know, them little ones when they were in the clinch. Like, Till was doing all the actual punches, but Gastelum was, like, stealing a couple numbers here and there, you know, like little taps to the ribs while they're in the clinch, little knees to the knee while they're in the clinch, like little stuff. Nothing that did anything in whatsoever in terms of damage or... Like, even a jab to the face is damage. Like, I'm talking about this is a different level of non-damaging strikes, you know. You're going to give him the first round because of forward momentum? No, because he outlanded Wonderboy 5 strikes to 4. No, Wonderboy outlanded him 5 strikes to 4. The second round, Till outlanded Wonderboy. I'm not ranking the first round to Till whatsoever because of forward momentum at all. So, no. Mixed Molly Whoppery impression, please. Molly whopped the fuck out of his ass. Even Dana White. Molly whopped the fuck out of his ass. That's Molly Whoppery. Thanks for exposing Kevin McDonald. I hate pedophiles. Previn Silver. Previn. I read Kevin from above in the chat there. I didn't even do that. I just made up my own mistake there. Prime Silver. We were just talking about Kelvin. That's not even Kelvin, though. That's Previn. So that's just brain damage. Prime Silver versus Prime GSP. We're going to go with Prime Silver here, guys. God, his Molly is so cringe. Fuck you, dude. I hate Xavier's negative attitude in the streams all the time. Fuck him. Guru bugging out for a minute is the newest shit. Yeah. I thought Nate Land... I don't know what that means. I thought Nate Landwehr was fighting Shane Burgos for a bit. Nope. Shane Burgos is going to fight Dan Ige on a November headliner of the prelims of UFC 254 Khabib versus Thingy. That would be what I would do. Not Khabib versus Gaethje. That's in October. Figueiredo Garbrandt card. The headliner of the prelims, in my opinion, should be Burgos versus Ige. So we'll see what happens. Dana impression? I can't. I went too red last time. I almost died. I saw Guru the other day with his parents and a younger brother. Nothing really happened, but I saw them. I don't have a younger brother. So no, that's not true. But you could have thought he was my younger brother, though, because I am the bigger one. But that's okay. But I wasn't out with them anyway, so it can't be true. I loved his mixed Molly Whopper impression. Well done, mate. Thank you, Adam Cram. I appreciate you. What a great guy. What a great guy Adam Cram is. Always giving compliments. And then something I always love about Adam Cram is and he'll prove this right now. Every single time Adam Cram gives me a compliment, he then donates in Super Chat. And it's something I admire about him, you know? And I'm sure he will oblige to let you guys know, like, I'm right about this. And yeah, good guy Adam Cram. Always donating. Adam's cool. Yeah. Everyone knows. Everyone knows how Adam Cram works. Compliments, then immediately donates to Super Chat. And that's why we like Adam Cram in this stream. You know, purely because of that fact that he always delivers after compliments with Super Chat donations. I'm joking. You don't have to do it, dude. I was joking. I feel like Ellen offering fucking Mariah Carey that drink to prove that she isn't pregnant. That's just straight up fucking blackmail. Gotta love Adam Cram, the wholesome god. He's a great guy. The Dan Hardy roast stream was your best 2-hour stream. I'll take it. Till got beat by Woodley Lamau. He did indeed. He did indeed. How old is your older brother? He's pretty old. Ellen killed a baby. I would not be surprised if she drank a baby's blood. Adam is no G. Yes, he is. Prime Silver would beat Adesanya. It's as much as I usually hate those sentences. Adesanya versus Silver was Silver 1 round 2. You know, like, I don't know. As much as I hate people saying that shit, it's one of the few cases where style-wise it's probably quite good for Anderson, but I'd say Adesanya still beats him. I think Adesanya entertained Silver a bit too much in that fight. I think if Adesanya really went out there wanting to hurt Silver badly, he would have won a little bit more impressively, but I don't know. I think you let him off the hook a couple times, you know? When Silver's standing there eating your punches, start fucking putting some power behind him, you know? I think Adesanya was in love with the show of the fight a bit more, you know? GSP would beat Silver with his wrestling. No, he wouldn't at all. I wouldn't say so. I don't think that GSP would be able to enforce the wrestling that Chael did. You know, Hermanson beats Adesanya. And Adam Cram has been blackmailed for 20 Canadian dollars, and I thank him for that. Cuck, lol, play Fall Guys, Guru, new game, it's fun. Thank you very much. Fall Guys, I'll look it up. And thank you for calling me a cuck as well. I appreciate that. New game, it's fun. Thank you for the Canadian $20, Adam Cram. And I told you guys, every time he gives me a compliment, he donates money, and it's one of the Adam Cram things. When he gives me an insult as well, he donates, and he's just called me a cuck. I'll be waiting for that extra money. I'm joking. We're not going to blackmail him anymore because it's a point where this doesn't become a joke. And I thank you for the 20 Canadian dollars. Thank you for playing along with my gentle whimsy. I appreciate you, Adam Cram. Very much so indeed. I want to spend you $69. How about you shut your fucking mouth, darling boy? Actually, don't do that, because you donated $25 earlier in the stream today, and I thank you very much for that overall. So don't do that whatsoever. But thank you for the $20, Adam Cram. I appreciate you so much. He wanted Otzi Botse. Till has been pushed to the moon and still loses. Well, indeed, he lost to Whitaker, dude. Can we fucking give him a break here? You know what I'm saying? Darling boy, congratulations. You earned your first blooper today. Interesting. Fucking scramble. Egg boy. Egg boy. Egg boy. Egg boy. Egg boy. What the fuck is egg boy? Why is that in my head? Egg boy. Egg boy. That isn't Hat Films, is it? That might be a Hat Films thing right there. I used to watch this channel called Hat Films back in the day. They were pretty cool when I was a kid. Colby said Woodley's taking a paycheck to feed his multiple kids with multiple women. Big oof. Good diss. Yeah. Egg boy from IT. I don't think that's it. I genuinely don't think that's it. I think it was a Hat Films thing. Egg boy. Till has been pushed to the moon and still loses. But they might have got it from IT, but I don't know what IT is. The tism. On Kutalab will be Reebok in 2 weeks. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, Rebook. I thought I read it as Reebok. Yeah, Rebook. Yeah. Yeah. Scramble. It's from Ed, and Eddie. Man's hot. Pop, don't do that. That's so cringy. I actually hate that shit so much. When people say, I don't know, man. Big Shaq is so dead over here now. I hate that that's something that people say when they hear English people. Just Big Shaq. Big Shaq. I don't know. It was, America's got it way too late. There was a massive gap between him putting out his music video and actually going on Charlie Sloth's show. And people just, it's okay. It's okay. But one thing people don't know, though, is that Roll Safe did another one that very similar before Big Shaq did. And it was kind of more iconic in the UK at the time. Honestly, it was. Roll Safe's one was better. What if Vera KOs O'Malley? It'd be unfortunate. I don't think it will happen. I think if Vera does finish O'Malley, it'll be because he's rocked O'Malley. And O'Malley shot a lousy takedown to avoid being KO'd and just gets choked out. But I don't see that happening. Charles Oliveira literally did 800k with bonuses only. Yeah, Charles Oliveira is a finesser of the game. He's a great fighter. What's your favorite childhood cartoon, Guru? My favorite childhood cartoon? Biker Mice. I used to like Biker Mice from Mars. Ben 10 was a big staple in my life. The Clone Wars. I don't know if that counts as a cartoon, but back then, the whole Star Wars clone way of the show. I hated the lightsaber shit, but the clone stuff was fun. Other good cartoons. Obviously, a bit of Horrid Henry there. Bit of Horrid Henry in there at some point. Ren and Stimpy, I have no idea what that is. Connor Tony in 2017. Prediction. Love that Bikers cartoon. Ed, and Eddie. My bag, but I hate Fabricio's smug-ass face. Okay, cool. Felder versus Makachev prediction. I'll go with Felder there, Matt. Felder wins the fucking fort, Matt. Oh, I like, what was the other show? Whoa! The regular show was good. The regular show was very good. Thank you again, Adam Cram, for the 20 Canadian dollars. That is 20 Canadian dollars, and I appreciate you sending it to me so much. Thank you for sending it to me. I really do appreciate you so much. Thank you, Adam Cram. Rupert was the shit. I don't know what that is. Would you like to see Conor back? If so, who would you put him up against? I don't know. Ferguson? Did you say Conor? I don't even know who said Conor. Gone now. Don't know what you fucking said. Fuck you. Young Dracula was a good show. Young Dracula was actually a good show. I'll credit that. I was into the girl back then as well. But then she lost it a bit as she aged. But then again, so did they all. So did they all, you know. Who do you think Sugar Sean calls out as she finishes Marlon? John Dodson. No, sorry, Rob Font. I reckon he calls out Rob Font. I reckon he calls out Garbrandt even though he knows he's not going to get it, because if he calls out someone else, I don't see him. I don't know who he's going to fight next, honestly. Arthur theme, please. Arthur theme, please. Every day when you're walking down the street. I was wondering what Arthur you were talking about, because I used to watch another show called Merlin back in the day. And when that was on TV, that was good. That was good. And then when they send you to your room and scream, na, 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 na. Till is 5'3" in the UFC. 5'3" in the UFC, Lamau, but fanboys still think he's good. Is Wonderboy good? And is Kelvin Gastelum good? Kelvin Gastelum's not that good, though. So take that back. Is Wonderboy good? Interesting. It's just a weird thing about Till. I don't know what it is that people don't like. I really don't get it at all, man. Honestly, I really don't. Guru is scared of badgers. I'm not. That's not the case whatsoever. Dustin versus Tony. Who wins? Dustin. Dustin beats Tony. Dustin beats Tony 100%, you know. Is he... Do you think people are underestimating Vera? No, I think they're giving him all the credit he fucking deserves. I hate that shit, man. I actually hate that so much. People in comment sections on some of these videos, 90% of it will be people saying, oh, the people in the comments doing this or this, and everyone will be agreeing with them. No one's actually saying what they're complaining about, though. Everyone's underrating Vera. No one's underrating Vera whatsoever. But everyone will like the post, and there'll literally be not one fucking comment underestimating Vera. Like, I just don't understand it. It doesn't make any fucking sense. No, he's not, Adam. Vera exposes O'Malley's heart and cardio. I don't think he does. You do a George Lockhart impression. Who's that? Sounds like a president. Oh, I know. I don't even have to look this up. George Lockhart is the yeah, man, man, that kind of voice. I don't know if I can do that voice. He's got a different. Let me go downstairs, find some cigarettes, and I will get it going. You know, but I'm gonna have to go for a full 20-pack if I'm gonna get anywhere near Lockhart level. That's never gonna happen. And the salt and potassium in my bones, and salt and potassium. I'm getting, well, you're not having enough salt, and yeah, shut up, fucking John Kavanaugh. I'm on the fucking show, and salt and potassium in your blood, and that's all I know from him. Jimmy Crute just got a fight. If you're interested, Guru, I am actually interested by that, as you can tell by my face I just did. Did he? Please tell me you weren't lying to me. Oh, that would be funny. Angela. Modestas Bukalkas. Wow. I think he definitely fucking wins, but he needs to be careful going for them takedowns, because the back of the head will be open, and Modestas Bukalkas will throw to the back of the head 100%. So I think he beats him, though. But Jesus, why would he take that fight? He could have had anyone. He could have had. Well, I don't know if he could have had anyone, but he could have had some guys, you know. But I guess he wants to stay active and not wait for anyone, so good job. But yeah, I reckon he could have got the Paul Craig fight, but I reckon they'll do the Shogun versus Craig rematch then. He's already beaten Paul Craig, though, by Kimura, so never mind. Yeah, Jimmy Crute wins that one by Kimura. I'd say he just set the record on Kimura's. I just didn't even say words. He should just. What the fuck? I think I literally just went like I'm an idiot or something. fuck? And I'm coming at Brendan Schwab. I need to calm down. Prime Verdum versus Prime Frank Mir. I'd go with Prime Verdum or Prime Frank Mir. Prime Verdum. 100% Prime Verdum. Frank Mir was good, but that was when the level of the game changes, and I don't get it, man. I genuinely don't get it. I think I'd go with Verdum, though, but 100%. Subscribe to Guru, straight face. Thank you, D-Sync. I appreciate you, man. Trent playing you guys, 100%. Prime Verdum versus Prime Frank Mir. Already answered it. Who is next for Till? I'd say Brunson, most likely. Probably February or something. Guru, nice stream. Very entertaining today. You're getting better and better. Not as good as when we ganged up like a real team and got down hardy. It was amazing. Good bloopers. Check the description of the new one. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, good sir. Guru, is Garbrandt versus Figueiredo going to look like Henry versus TJ at 125 pounds? I would imagine so, yes. I think immediately Figueiredo is going to catch him with a big shot and KO. People think picking against someone is hating and underrating. It pisses me off. Exactly. I corrected your sentence there, but it really does piss me off. I have to make a prediction. I could easily be every other MMA group or fucking analyst out there and not give an 100% answer at the end. The fucking MMA prediction community is a bunch of fucking fence sitters. Honestly, there's some of the smaller channels that actually do predict fights, and there's a bunch of them. But the ones at the top, as soon as you get up on the top, it's like the entire climb of being on the MMA prediction community and MMA media in general, that you're just basically climbing a fence that you're eventually going to sit on as you've got your subscribers. And it makes no fucking sense. You know? The amount of times I've heard an MMA expert like Joe Rogan or Brendan Schaub or fucking Kenny Florian or Luke Thomas sit there and go, well, this guy could win if he does this, and this guy could win if he does this. Oh, you know, like, okay, cool, dude. Very cool. If it goes perfectly for this guy, he wins. If it goes perfectly for that guy, he wins. Thanks for letting us know, you fucking scam artist. Con artist would have been better, but scam artist works and no one uses it, so I'll say scam artist. Chimp will make a surprise comeback on a UFC 252 stream. I'm calling it new. Thank you very much. They pushed Till to the moon. You're probably Chimp. Guru's having a meltdown. I'm not. They pushed Till to the moon. He's not the guy with 5 wins, 3 loses. He's not the guy 5 wins, 3 loses. Okay, beat Wonderboy though. Not the guy. Interesting. I started Chimp and lost to Whittaker by a close decision. He fought 3 rounds with a torn ACL in, but it's not the fucking guy, you know. He's one of them retardation levels. Oh, you're making me retarded. I'm catching it. $20 from Chrissy J. Oh my god, that cured me up. YouTube is letting me watch Guru today, no glitching. I'll take it. And I'll take the $20 for YouTube doing their fucking job. I'll take it. I'll be paid for YouTube. Thank you very much. Chrissy J, long-time viewer and donator with the $20. Don't act like damn, Chrissy. Chrissy's been donating some big amounts every now and again, a couple of weeks, you know. Don't be acting shocked in the chat. If you're acting shocked in the chat, you ain't an OG viewer. Chrissy J has been doing this kind of donation levels. Thank you for the $20, Chrissy J. I appreciate you. How many robberies this card? I think 2 at least. With Anthony Smith still on the card, there's normally more robbery. But, home invasion. I don't know how many robberies there's going to be. I'd say at least 1. 100% it's going to be 1. There can't be a card without a bad decision. There's no way. Could Overeem has one last shot at the title. He could be 4-0 in the last 4 fights. Indeed. I just lost hearing and my ears popped. We're good, though. It's Spyro, $10 from Rel Dash. I'd love to give Yoda 6.5 too. A reference to my full card prediction video. Thank you very much for the $10, Rel. I, too, was a Spyro player back in the day. Thank you, Rel Dash, for the $10. And thank you for referencing a joke I made and paying me to reference it. I appreciate your $10, good sir. And I appreciate Chrissy J's $20 as well. But thank you to you both. I appreciate you so much. They get offended by predictions, yet they shit on the fighter after they lose. Fucking hypocrites, yeah. There's weird people pay money to watch Guru. It is, but, you know, get fucking used to it because memberships are coming out soon. I'm joking. They probably won't. I'll still do these streams. But I reckon what I'll start doing when we hit 10K, I might as well say it on this because I'm uploading this afterwards. Once I hit 10K, I think I'm going to start doing this. Because the streams are going so fast and I just don't answer so many questions. I might do members. I'll have to do members because there's no way I'm not doing that. I think it would work on YouTube. And I'll do an hour stream to the members where everyone will get their questions answered. And I'll open it up to the cancer after the first hour and go live for another hour as usual for the plebs, as the Twitch community would call them, you know? At 10K, you should wear a beanie that says 10,000 subs. Perhaps. I ain't paying. Nope. No, this beanie's coming off. Cheeto beats Cody and Corey. Come at me. Honestly, not even that bad of a pick. I don't think he'd beat Corey Sandhagen, though. Brendan Allen just got a fight. His Instagram says it all. Who? Brendan Allen, did you just say? Or Arnold Allen? Brendan Allen. Where'd you want to go? 90210. Hollywood. Brendan Allen. Fighting news coming soon. Well, sorry, hang on. His Instagram says it all. You're acting like he left a hint about it. Can't wait to step in the octagon with this man and see who is truly better. Ah, maybe it means because you want me to analyze what he means, because this sounds like he means Trevin Giles. I will do my talking fight night and I can't wait. No stone will be left unturned for sure. Yeah, I know what you mean now. I actually take back what I said about you. Fight night news coming soon. Trevin Giles is going to be looking for a quick turnaround because he didn't even get to fight. Step in the octagon with this man and see who is truly better, which means that he doubts that this person is better than him. So it kind of hints at the fact that the guy might have beaten him before. Truly better. So I'd say that he's definitely talking about a Brendan Allen rematch because Allen beat him in the first place when they were unranked and early in their career, you know. Seth Beanot, $2. You're the only channel I'd be a member of. Thank you. And imagine if you could do this, you become a member, you get a little symbol next to your name. It could be a grey beanie like this to begin with for the first 3 months. Then if you get through that 3 months, you get a bronze one. Then it eventually becomes gold. And then you get a beanie with a fucking third eye in the middle of it. Like, it's just, there's levels we can take this, you know? On the feet, Corey is amazing. But he's almost submitted like 3 times and submitted a month ago. Cheeto BJJ is levels above. I know what you mean. I just don't think that Cheeto would beat him, though. But yeah. I want to see Lazez versus Chimaev. Could happen. I need to burp so much. I don't really care, though. I need to burp so much. It's fucking weird. Guru is trying to start a cult. I want to make a damn. You know? Life fucking rips, dude. I'm starting a fucking cult. But we're not going to go we're not going to go that way with the cult. We're not going to go the Delia route. My cult will be a cult of I don't know. Just some fucking UFC and MMA enthusiasts. You know what I'm saying, guys? See you later, though. Thank you for watching the stream. I couldn't think of anything funny at the end. It's probably Ian Heinich. It might be Ian Heinich. But I think it's probably going to be Trevin Giles because he wants a quick turnaround. I would imagine. Your picks are asked this week. I like us. So, yeah, good job. Thank you. I appreciate that. See you later, dude. Just donate Peter and ask for it in the question. How long does this wave last? Someone about to donate? I don't know. See you later, though. Guru, last comment before you go, please. No, just type it again, man. Don't do that. Chat's going way too fast, and I've already started waving, so it's just going to get faster and faster. Fuck you, dude. Type it. Don't ask that shit. Goodbye, Guru. You had your chance in MMA, Guru Blues. Fuck you. Guru, how much will member be? I think it's like 5 or something. And there's the $2 for Inspector Beats. If man on the corner gets $1 from me, you deserve double in it, fam. Thank you, Inspector Beats, and that. I appreciate you, cuz. Yeah, get me. Haha. All that things there, bro, with the skin and that. Guru, if Paulo Costa takes the belt from Izzy, who is his hardest test? Whitaker or Cannonier, but I'd probably say Romero in a rematch, honestly. I think I'd probably say Romero in a rematch. I think he'd beat both of those other guys. So yeah, there you go. Probably Hermanson though as well. See you later though, guys. Goodbye. Doodle Pip. Another $2 Canadian. Sorry, came late. Bye-bye. Thank you very much, Bailey Wright. I'll take the extra $2 on my way out the door. Thank you. And Toodle Pip.